What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team FISHKNUCKLES YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, and I know usually we do a Saturday tournament, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we haven't done a Saturday tournament in a long time, but what we're going to do today is actually look at Michael Pramawat's winnings regional deck. We're really not going to go into the video about the deck. We know what Night March does, we everything. If you want to learn more about the techs, like the Tauros, the Oranguru, maybe the Ghetsis and stuff like that, I'm going to leave a video down below that he actually did with ARG, so make sure you check that video out if you want to learn more about this deck. But we're not going to cover it. Instead, what we're going to do is hop straight in some games. We're going to go versus, go over there, and we're going to play 3 games of Marshadow Night March and to see, you know, why did Pram win regionals with it. Now, I am super tired, so this might not be so well of a game, but we're playing against Volcanion, which is what it was in the finals at the regionals in Fort Wayne a week ago. So we lost coin flip. We're going second. Now, if he passes with 1 Pokemon in the act spot, we can easily win that game. It happens a lot with this deck. We started Pumpkaboo. We started Dimension Valley. We already having a good turn 1. We can Ultra Ball, discard Hex, whatever. Choice Band, Shaymin, then Computer Search. We already have a fantastic turn 1 as long as our opponent doesn't hex us. Now, Ghetsis won't really hurt us too much. We have Shaymin. So we're good on that part. What we're worried about is a turn 1 hex from our opponent. It will shut down our Shaymin, and he has 2 Pokemon, but that's fine. We'll press done, and we'll see how does Squeaky do when he's tired playing Pokemon Night March. He already struggles to begin with because he doesn't really play Night March, but we'll find out together. So Trainers Mail, go look at the top 4 cards of his deck. Not going to find anything, which is very surprising. Second Trainers Mail will come down. Alright, and like I said, if you want to learn more about Pram's deck list, links is down below to the ARG page. It's actually on Facebook, so it's interesting to watch it on there. But we see a Steam Up and a Blacksmith going to his hand. So if he's able to discard 2 energies, he'll be able to get a Blacksmith turn 1 on that Volcanion. But we did see a Steam Up, an attachment, and there's the Hex turn 1 that I was scared about. Oh boy. Oh, the turn 1 Hex, and there's a VS Seeker going into our hand. Now, I think this is still okay. I think we have outs here. We can Ultra Ball, discard Hex, and Shaymin. So yeah, we can Ultra Ball, discard Hex, and Shaymin. Okay, we're going to grab a Lampent, and then I'm on Computer Search, discarding the Choice Band and the Lampent, and what we're going to do is going to grab a Battle Compressor. Alright, and with the Compressor, we're going to discard 2 Lampents and a Juniper, just discard our hand, draw on 2 new cards, so 2 Lampents going to the discard pile, and we will discard the good old Juniper. There it is. Alright, we'll put the Dimension Valley down, VS Seeker for Juniper, and just, you know, even though we got that prize, we're still looking good. So get that Juniper, discard our hand, draw on 7 new cards. We at least need to find another Pokemon, and we find a Joltik. So put down the Joltik, we will Compressor, and with the Compressor, we have an option to discard like the Joltiks, maybe the Pumpkaboos. We have 1 Lampent prized, so it'd be 3, 4, 5. That's 100 right now. 120 if the Pumpkaboo gets knocked out. And we'll discard 1 of the Joltiks. So it looks like we have a Pumpkaboo and a Joltik prized, unfortunately. Alright, so we'll discard these 3. Maybe should have discarded a Teammates. That would be a really good card to put in the discard pile right now. And I think right now I'm just going to press done. There's really no way we can attack. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. If he takes a knockout, we'll be able to knock out the Volcanion pretty easily. There's a Sycamore. Go and discard the Blacksmith, which is good for us. But if he finds 2 Fighter Gs, he'll be able to take a knockout here. Well, a Fighter G, 2 Fighter Gs, and another Volcanion. There's a Scorched Earth coming down, which is what I was kind of scared about, and that's why I wanted the Joltik down. These Volcanions deck usually play a bunch of Stadium cards, which can easily counter your Dimension Valley. And we'll see a Steam Up. Oh, not a Scorched Earth. Discarding 2 cards. There's a baby Volcanion come down. And we'll just see, okay, there's 1 Steam Up, which is not a knockout. Pumpkaboo has 60 HP. Fighter G to the Volcanion EX. And just a Power Heater for 50, so no knockout. I'm going to put a Fighter G on the Volcanion and 1 on the baby Volcanion. And on to our turn, we get a Trainers Mail. So we'll play a Trainers Mail, look at the top cards of our deck. We'll grab a Compressor, and now we're going to have an explosive turn. So a Compressor, go and discard 3 cards out of our deck. We need to discard a Joltik, just so we have it in the discard pile. We do have the Marshadow, which is going to be very nice later on. I'm going to discard a N and a Teammates. I really want to save this puzzle time in my hand. I really don't want to play it right now, so I'm going to discard those. I'm going to Float Stone the active and VS Seeker for an N. Now, we can Trainers Mail, which I think I'm going to do regardless. I think we're just Trainers Mail just to thin our deck down, and that's what I was kind of scared of. We already played our deck down a lot, but I really want to conserve this one Puzzle of Time just in case we need it, and we don't hit the Ultra Ball. But I mean, we don't hit a Shaymin, but or DC, sorry. But we could Trainers Mail. Not gonna grab anything. I am gonna Ultra Ball, discard the Ghetsis and the Field Blower to grab a Shaymin-EX, and we are going to set up for 4 new cards, hoping to find a DCE. Did we prize all 4 of our DCEs and I just didn't see it? That'd be pretty funny. All right, so there's a DC. Go in our hand. We'll put that down on the Joltik. I'm gonna put down Marshadow as well. I'm going to retreat into the Joltik, and I'm going to Night March for the good old knockout. Now, putting the Marshadow down is pretty scary because he can Lysandre up. We only get 1 prize card. There's a Lampent, which is very useful. We might need that next turn. But right now, we're doing 140. If he takes a knockout, we're doing 160. And then we have a Lampent in our hand, which can guarantee a knockout on the Volcanion, which is really nice. So, we're still looking fine here. Even though we prized a couple Night Marchers, so you can see how this deck still does function, even though you prized a couple. Because we prized 1 of these, 1 Pumpkaboo, and 1 Joltik. So we have 3 out of 6 prize cards are Night Marchers, so a 50-50 shot of hitting a Night Marcher, and it does pay off in our favor. But like I said, we can attack with Marshadow next turn if we need to. We can copy Joltik's attack, which is pretty nice. Unless he hacks us. Now, if he hacks us, we can still attack with Pumpkaboo, which is pretty good. But you can see right now, opponent doesn't really know what to do. Who does he send up? Does he send a Baby Volcanion? Maybe Volcanion-X? If he sends a Baby Volcanion, I'm definitely attacking with the Pumpkaboo. Just because we guarantee a knockout regardless. And, oh, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, going to send the Volcanion, which definitely is the correct play there. But I really don't want to send the Marshadow straight up. Just a little bit scary. Because he can easily knock us out with Volcanion-X. So we see a Volcanion, Keldeo, Nest Ball. Going to grab another Volcanion-X. He's going to be able to get another Power Heater off. And take a knockout this turn. We don't have a Lysandre Guzma in the discard pile, which is what we kind of need. We see a Scorched Earth, discarding a Fire Energy, drawing 2 new cards. Okay. Yeah, he's going to get a knockout this turn. So Steam Up, yeah, even more of a knockout. He already has plenty of Fire Energies in discard pile, which, unless he has a Blacksmith in hand, I don't know why he's really steaming up right now. Well, actually, no. Power Heater does 20, so yeah, no, he needs a Steam Up. Never mind, I'm silly. I forgot that it is 20 base and not 30 base. It's not the same as an Evoltol, like I think it was in my head. But we'll see a Power Heater taking a knockout. And what he'll be... Okay, so Blacksmith can put 2 Fire Energies. If I'm him, I would rather put on the baby on this Volcanion, just so you can attack with the next turn with the Steam Artillery. So they receive 50 damage, come down, taking a knockout, going down to 4 prize cards. Or no, 5. We're non-EX stackers. Before I do go to Volcanion, we'll send in the Pumpkaboo, and something interesting just happened. My opponent put an energy on this Volcanion. I think regardless, though, we are going to VS Seeker for a Teammates. Because we can get the DC and the puzzle in our hand. Or no, DCE and, let's see. So we can grab the, yeah, I think we're going to grab D-Valley and the DC, just so we can guarantee a knockout this turn. The only thing I'm scared of is he easily knock out a Pumpkaboo next turn, but we'll just see what happens. We'll put a DC on the Pumpkaboo. I am going to Ultra Ball. I really don't need the Tauros in our deck, so I'm going to discard the Lampent and the Tauros, and what I'm going to do is grab the Oranguru. Just going to instruct for 1, just so we have it on the field. So we'll instruct for 1 new card, and not really sure what we're digging for, but we're just going to dig regardless. There's a DC for next turn. That's actually really good. And 1 Night March for the knockout. Now, like I said, he can send up a Baby Volcanion and swing this turn, knocking out a Pumpkaboo. There's a Puzzle Time going to hand, which is actually really nice because now we can get a Compressor plus a VS Seeker play to bring up Volcanion for the knockouts because we'll have enough for the knockout. The only thing I am scared of is if he gets a Hex off this turn. If he gets a Hex, we'll have to go for a Joltik play. We have double puzzle for a Float Stone and a Joltik, which can guarantee is a knockout. Putting us down to 3, though. We really want to spend the next 2 turns knocking out Volcanions. But right now, he should definitely just send the Volcanion, Power Heater for the knockout. Maybe VS Seeker for Hex. That's definitely the correct play. If he sends a Volcanion-X, he is crazy. But because we're going to take a knockout on that regardless. I mean, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 Night Marches in the discard pile, so we are taking a knockout on whoever next turn. Unless he Fury Belts. There's the baby Volcanion coming up. But we're going to see opponent draw a card, and I guess I should have also looked to see if Guzma or Lysandre was in the deck, because if the Guzma is in the deck and not the Lysandre, sitting with the Marshadow would be the incorrect play. But if Lysandre's in the deck, then we can Lysandre regular Volcanion. So, decisions. Hopefully he just doesn't Hex this turn. Hopefully he just, like, does whatever. There's a Fire Digi going to his hand. He's already taken a knockout Power Heater, so Steam Up. I'm going to discard a Fire Digi, doing a 20 additional damage. There's a second more, so no Hex this turn. He hit a Lysandre, which really not that useful. Another baby Volcanion hit the field. Scorched Earth coming down. Don't care too much about that either. And we will see our opponent taking a knockout, but I'm still feeling fairly confident right now. So Nest Ball, okay. I think what I'm gonna do first is put a DC on Marshadow and just Shaymin just set up. Just trying to hit a Lysandre off the top, just like try to hit it regularly. Like I said, I don't know if the Lysandre's in the deck. But we see a Steam Up, okay, going to discard a Fire Energy, blah, blah, blah. How many VS Seekers have we played? 3 already, okay, so Night March, taking a knockout, going down to 4 price cards. Alright, so time for Marshadow to show up, or I guess show its appearance with the Shadow Hunt. So Fire Energy to Keldeo. And we'll sit in the Marshadow. And like I said, we have a couple options to do right now. So on our turn, we get a Juniper, which is not something we really want to see. So put a DC on the Marshadow. We're going to Shaymin set up for 3. And just hoping we just hit the Lysandre off the Shaymin for 3. That'd be fantastic. And we hit the Lysandre. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is Lysandre, bring up a Volcanion. Okay. I'm going to look at our discard pile real quick. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 in the discard pile. So what I'm going to do is Puzzle Time. Playing 2 of them if my computer doesn't freeze here. Yep, we'll play 2 of them. And what I'm going to grab is a Joltik. And I think a Shaymin's not a... Oh, no, VS Seeker. That's definitely the correct play, is a VS Seeker. Putting these 2 cards in our hand. We'll put down the Joltik. And we will just... hold on. Night March for the knockout. There it is. Alright, so Night March for the knockout, doing 180 damage exactly. We should hit, like, maybe a Night Marcher and something else. There's an Ultra Ball and a Joltik. Now, the Ultra Ball is fantastic. It gives us another outs to get the Tapu Lele if he does in us. We do have the Oranguru in our hand. He can end us down to 2, then we draw a card, and then maybe play a card or something. But as long as we hit a DCE, I mean, a VS Seeker and a DCE, we can easily take the game next turn. And if not... I mean, he has to swing a Volcanion, because that's the only way he can knock out our Marshadow, which is something really nice with his deck now. We're forcing him to attack with his Volcanion. He had a Steam Up there. He's only doing 130. See it in. Gonna put us at 2. But hopefully we do hit what we need with these 2 cards. There's a Guzma and a Compressor. Now, the Compressor is a great card to see. We can even try to Guzma if we're feeling crazy. But I really just want Compressor. Then on our deck... Oranguru for 1, hope to hit a Lele via Seeker, something. If we top like a Puzzle, then we're looking even better, because we get range top 3 cards of our deck, maybe. And there we see a knockout do 160 damage, going down to 2 prize cards. So we'll send to the Joltik. Time to see what happens. These are the crucial turns we'll play Night March. There's a Special Charge. That is a fantastic card to hit. We'll put 2 DCs in our deck. We'll Compressor, go to discard some cards out of our deck. Like, we don't need... Oh, we kind of need a Joltik. We don't need the Ranger for sure. And I think outside of that, I kind of want to discard the 2 Puzzle of Times. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if we discard the double Puzzle of Time, we literally guarantee any card that can win us the game. Trainers Mail guarantees the game. Ultra Ball guarantees the game. The Seeker guarantees the game. Juniper. So I'm actually going to discard double Puzzle of Time, because I would hate to hit a Puzzle and a Joltik, and then we don't get it. So I'm going to actually be crazy. Discard those 3, which is something you usually don't want to do. I'm going to instruct for 2, and now we have better odds to actually hit this. And there's a VS Seeker, so a VS Seeker for a Teammates, and well, Teammates for the DCE that's in our deck, so we'll grab the Teammates, playing the Teammates, and there we go. So that's why I kind of discarded that right there. We'll just discard whatever, double DCE, doesn't matter. We'll put a DC on the active. and we'll Night March for the knockout. Now, if he had a Fighting Fear Ball in the active, we might have kept the puzzles in our hands so that we could probably play a Field Blower. But there we go, there's game number 1. That's kind of a weird play at the end where you discard your own puzzles to not draw into them, because I would hate to have drawn to the... I mean, I guess we could have discarded the Joltik and just have been just the same, just as good. But there we go, game number 1. We are going to play 3 quick games with this deck. Yeah, I guess 3 is fine, whatever. Yep, we'll play another game with Night March. Alright, so let's see what happens at game number 2. We're playing against Reina 15X. Maybe playing a Gardevoir deck. I don't know how this matchup really goes, but we are going first, which is great. It gives us the opportunity to get a turn 1 Hex. I mean, not turn 1 Hex, a turn 1 Ghetsis, but we unfortunately start with the one Pokemon we never want to start with. I'm even fine with starting with Shaymin, because with Shaymin, you can Sky Return, but with Lele, you literally can't do anything. You just sit with the Lele in the front, it's going to take a hit, maybe a knockout, you can't get it back up, and there's an Oranguru for my opponent. So we'll Trainers Mail. There's literally nothing useful, but we're gonna grab the Lysandre just to thin our deck down so we don't draw into it again. We'll Trainers Mail one more time, and we got an Ultra Ball, but I guess we can Ultra Ball, discarding the Lysandre, and the Lampent. Okay, so we have 4 cards in hand. I think what I'm just gonna do is just grab a Joltik and just end. I think that's an okay play. I really don't want a Shaymin for 2. It's really not that good, Shaymin for 2 in my eyes. I'd rather save that for later on, a Shaymin for like 5 or 6 cards. And there we see the double Compressor coming straight into our hand, which is great. That's what we want to see. So we're going to Compressor, and with the first Compressor, I'm actually going to do something kind of weird. I want to discard a Juniper and Teammates, and then 1 Lampent, just so we have those supporter cards in the discard pile. So we'll discard a Lampent. We will play another Compressor. I'm going to grab the other 2 Lampents and then a Joltik, I mean a Pumpkaboo, sorry, and we'll discard those 3, and then we'll just pass it to our opponent's turn. Alright, so we have 5 Night March in the discard pile, we're already doing 100 damage, and there is a Deontay coming down, which makes me think that he is playing Gardevoir like I thought. Now, Gardevoir does have 230 HP, so it's kind of hard to knock it out. You do need a Choice Band and 11 Night March in the discard pile, but hopefully we are just fast enough and we can easily just take down this deck. We do see an Ultra Ball for a Lele, and I imagine we're going to see a Bridget come down turn number 1 and just try to get like multiple routes on the field. But this is good for us because we can easily probably knock out the Oranguru next turn. As long as we find the Float Stone in our deck, we take a knockout on the Oranguru, go up on a prize card, and then hopefully set up a bunch of Night Marchers to knock out the routes before they evolve to Guardies. And then we just take down like a Tapu Lele or something. So is he a DC going to the active actually? So it looks like he's just going to Struck. And then maybe retreat? Maybe he really wants to save this Oranguru. So is he a Choice Band going to the active? And just going to pass here with the DC on the active. Alright, so we're going to Dimension Valley. Ultra Ball, discard the Juniper and Dimension Valley. And we're going to grab a Shaymin here. We're going to start setting up. We're going to grab 5 new cards. I don't even know if the Float Stone's in the deck. I literally did not look for that, so that's my fault again. Not paying attention. We do, have, unfortunately, hit a really bad hand. Let's see. Someone put down a Joltik. And then I think I'm just going to VS Seeker for a Juniper. I know we're discarding a bunch of resources, which is really bad. It's something you don't want to do, but I really want to take a knockout and try to go as fast as I can to take on this Guardi deck. So is he a DC Computer Search? Alright, so we're going to Computer Search, and hopefully the card we need is in the deck. So we discard the Guzma Ranger. Gonna look at our deck to see if it's in there, and it is in there. So grab the Float Stone. Fantastic. We'll grab the Float Stone, put that on the active, put a DC on Joltik, retreat into the Joltik. I'm going to play the Field Blower, just get rid of the Choice Band off the active, and then we're going to Night March for the knockout, do it 100 damage exactly. Alright, there we go. Doing 120, sorry. I thought it was 100. Maybe we discarded something I wasn't paying attention. There's a VS Seeker going to our hand, which VS Seeker could be good. We can license it up by Curlia that he's going to use a Sparkling Wish into. And then we see an end. Going to get 6 new cards. We get 5. But we're going to 4 prize cards before he even has a turn to swing. There's a Curlia coming out. And he might go for Sparkling Wish onto the Gardevoir, which is not a bad play at all. And yep, there's the Gardevoir coming out onto the field, which is kind of scary because we do have to deal 230 damage. Now we hit a Ghetsis here. So 4, 5, 6. So we're doing 150 right now. Okay, 180. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 140. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need some more Night March and discard pile. So I'm gonna Trainers Mail. Gonna grab the Ultra Ball. Okay. Let's see. We'll put down the Oranguru. And I think what I'm going to do is actually Ghetsis and see if we can get rid of anything in his hand. We get a VS Seeker Choice Band and a Rare Candy. That's 3 good cards to put in his hand, in his deck. We do, unfortunately, don't really hit anything we need. I'm going to put a DC in the Joltik, Ultra Ball, discard the Ultra Ball at Pumpkaboo. So we have 2 Pumpkaboos left. As long as we hit a Compressor here, we should be able to knock out this Gardevoir next turn, unless I'm crazy. So a Shaymin setting up. Okay. And no Compressor. So a Trainers Mail again. Grab a Hex. Ooh, we could grab a Puzzle right now. See, I'm going to grab a Puzzle. And what I'm going to do is something interesting with this Puzzle. Because we already discarded 1, if I remember correctly. I think we discarded 1. Yes, we discarded 1. So what I'm going to do is double Puzzle. Okay. I'm going to put a Puzzle and a Battle Compressor in our hand. This makes us allow us to take a knockout next turn, I think, if I did the math correctly in my head. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Compressor, 9, 10. And we discard the Hex. Yeah, that's fine. We'll discard those. And we will Night March for the knockout. Alright, so we have the knockout. We're doing 108. If he takes a knock on the active, we do 200, then the Choice Band 230, which can knock out a Gardevoir GX. We know his hand has double energy, so unless he top decks a VS Seeker in, we have the knockout next turn. We're looking fantastic. We have 4 cards left in our deck. That doesn't matter. Seeker Spring to the active. We'll see an energy attachment. And Infinite Force for the knockout, doing 120 damage. But that will set us the knockout. What's into the Tapu Lele does have the Float Stone. Not really going to matter, though. We'll put down the Joltik. We will Choice Band the Joltik, put a DC on the other Joltik, just go to retreat into the Joltik, and we will Night March for the knockout, doing 230 damage exactly. Taking 2 more prize cards, getting a Juniper and a Marshadow. Marshadow is going to be clutch if we need it later on. There's a route, and did he hit a Rare Candy or not? And if he didn't hit a Rare Candy, we have VS Seeker for Lysandre, Guzma, Field Blower, going to get rid of the Choice Band and the Float Stone. Oh no, Dimension Valley. I don't know if Dimension Valley was actually the correct play. Karina, gonna guarantee him the Rare Candy Gardevoir. I wonder if our opponent's playing the same deck list that we played last weekend. Pretty interesting if he was. It'd be pretty cool to see that. There's a Glade and an Ultra Ball, which means he should have a Rare Candy in hand. I mean, there's no way you don't grab a Rare Candy with a hand like that. Unless he prized his other Rare Candies. And nope, just gonna see a pass, which means he probably prized his other Rare Candies. Did he prize all of his Rare Candies? Really? Or something? I don't know. But we got a VS Seeker. We got a Lysandre. We'll bring out the Tapu Lele. And there's game number 2. Taking on the Gardevoir deck. Doing 230 damage. 1 shot in that Gardevoir. Showing how useful. There was a Rare Candy in his deck. Because we Ghetsis it away. So I don't know why he didn't grab a Rare Candy. But even then, he probably doesn't have a knockout regardless. He could have Rare Candy the bench. I don't know if that's a good play either. I mean, maybe it was okay just keeping a Glade in his hand. But we'll see one more game with the Night March deck here in a second. Just showing the power of this deck. Showing just how good it is. I mean, it is a crazy deck. So on to game number 3. We were playing against C4-inch, 1T4. I don't know what he's playing. Whatever. Some kind of fighting deck. Which is kind of scary because he can, like, maybe Focus Sash or something. And you're noticing I'm going first every single game. You never want to go second. It doesn't matter, no matter what, you always want to go first. Do you want to set up? You want to get that turn 1 Hacksaw, maybe that turn 1 Ghetsis. If you could do that, you shut down your opponent from even setting up a turn, and then you're good to go. So mulligan number 1, okay, he sees what we're playing. There's a Pumpkaboo and a Hex and some other stuff. I'm going to start Pumpkaboo. It does have more HP, so I definitely want to start with that. But what does he start with here? And there's a Tapu Lele, which is good for us. Summon Compressor. Discarding the 2 Lampents. I think I'm going to discard 3 Lampents, actually, because our hand's really good. So we're just going to put those 3. We're going to Hex. Pump down a Joltik and just pass. The turn 1 Hex is actually really, really good for us because we kind of make it where he can't use Shaymin. He can't use, like, ooh, there's a laser, so he's still coming with a laser deck. Alright, so Tails, we're not asleep, okay. But we are poisoned. There's an N. Alright, so maybe he had a Lele for, like, a Bridget. Maybe he doesn't find anything. There's a Pumpkaboo in our hand. There's a Love Ball, so the Love Ball will guarantee no Pokemon. There's a Zubat coming down. But we know it's not Seismitoad. Alright, so double Zubat coming down. Not the right Zubat. There's a Zubat for retreat. But I think this game is going to be pretty easy for... Oh my goodness, there's a DC top deck. So put a DC, we'll Compressor. We'll discard the Pumpkaboo. We already have a... We don't have a Juniper in discard pile, so we need to discard a Juniper and Teammates. How much damage are we doing right now? Hold on. Let's see. So I see my playmat plays 3. Okay. 4, 5. So we're doing 100. 6. Okay. So discard those. We'll Ultra Ball. Discard 1 and 2. I am gonna grab a Joltik. Yeah, that seems fine. We'll grab a Joltik. And then what we'll do is Shaymin for a couple. And then we'll get a second more to discard the Joltik and hopefully hit what we need. We need to find a Dimension Valley as well. Okay, and that's not a Dimension Valley. This is actually not a good hand to hit. There's a Compressor. Okay. We will Compressor. Discarding the Joltik. And I think that puts us, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 140. Still not enough for a knockout, but maybe... maybe we just go for an in here. I don't know. I think realistically we just need a second more. Just hope we hit everything we need. So we discard that and a Ranger. Okay, so we discard these. We are discarding a DC and a Special Charge. But if we get a knockout here, we're looking good. I mean, I don't think I'm too concerned about dropping the Joltik. Let's see. So we have 7, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I'm going to drop the Joltik. Either way, it helps us out. And then I'm a VS Seeker. I think I'm just going to go for in here. And just try to find a Dimension Valley. Because I really don't want to discard all these resources. Let's see, what do we find? Whiffed it in. And we have the Computer Search, which will guarantee us. I didn't even discard the Teammates. That's so bad of me. So we'll Computer Search. Discard the Teammates and Ultra Ball. We'll grab the Dimension Valley. We actually don't have a knockout right now. Ooh, baby. Alright, so we'll grab the Dimension Valley. Because we need a Choice Band. Alright, so we need to grab a Choice Band here. We have more outs to draw than Dimension Valley than Choice Band. So I'm actually going to go for Choice Band, okay? It's kind of risky, okay? Because we're really committing to this Pumpkaboo right now. We'll Ultra Ball. Grabbing a Shaymin. Going to set up. There is 2 Dimension Valleys in our deck, so hopefully with a Shaymin we hit it. If not, we did this all for nothing. And we hit the... Oh my goodness, there we go. So there's Dimension Valley. And we will Night March for the knockout. Do 170 damage. Alright, so turn 2, 170. And that's just how good Night March is. So Lampent and a Battle Compressor... I mean, Lampent and a VS Seeker coming in our hand. Which are 2 really good cards to grab. We are poisoned, so maybe like double Golbat knockout or something. That could be somewhat scary. There's Golbat number 1. Going to Sneaky Bite onto the active, most likely. But then he's got a second Golbat. Does he put on the active? Maybe put on Joltik. If he puts on the bench Joltik with the second Golbat, what he could do is swoop across, because he needs no energy, so he can actually swoop across, take a knockout that way. And there's a Landorus coming down. Now Landorus does have resistance, which is going to make this kind of rough for us, but there's a Shaymin hitting the field, which is fantastic for us. If there's a Guzma in our deck, we can go to... Oh, Guzma's in our hand. So we can literally just Guzma up the Shaymin, take a knockout that way. There's an Ultra Ball, okay. Discarding a laser and a Choice Band, okay? And like I said, what he could do here is grabbing a Golbat and go for Swoop Across, which I think is a great play, actually. I love that play more. Like, put the 20 damage on a Joltik, okay? Nope, gonna put 20 damage on the active. He's gonna take a knockout here. I'm gonna promote the Shaymin. And the reason I promote the Shaymin, if we set up the Joltik, Landorus will be able to Hammerhead, knock out both of our Joltiks, which is something we don't want to happen. There's a Landorus coming up to the Axe spot. There's a Hypnotoxic Laser coming down. Head's going to put us asleep, but that's really not going to matter. He is going to knock out a Joltik. Okay. Sorry, guys. Take a 10 damage poison, whatever. Tell us we're still asleep. On our turn. Alright, so this actually might be somewhat more difficult than I thought. So we're going to double puzzle. Okay. So yes, put 2 cards in discard pile in our hand. We will grab a Pumpkaboo and a DC. Alright, so we'll grab these 2 cards. Yeah. Alright. We'll put down the Pumpkaboo. We'll put a DC on the Joltik. Guzma up the Shaymin. Sitting on a Joltik. And then taking a knockout. Alright, so we're gonna Night March for the knockout. And this makes it where if he attacks with Landers next turn, we actually could win pretty easily. So we're gonna have 2 price cards. We get a Trainers Mail and a Oranguru. Oh man, I wish the Oranguru was down. But we see Golbat coming up. So what can happen is he could drop a Golbat, put 30 damage on a Joltik for a knockout. Strong energy on the Landorus, okay. What is this? 3 cards in his hand. Does he have a Golbat? There's a strong energy Landorus coming to the axe spot. There's a Golbat coming down. I'm going to use that surprise bite. Actually going to put the Pumpkaboo in. He's going to take a double knockout here. But I think we have the game if I play my cards right. Alright, so set up Shaymin. Okay. Alright, so we're taking a knock. Okay, alright. There's a Trainers Mail. Alright, so I'm gonna double Trainers Mail. Okay, there's a Float Stone. That's... No, what we need is an Ultra Ball. I don't know if Shaymin's left in our deck or not. Let's see. How many Shaymins are in our discard pile? None. 3, 6, 10. Okay. 8 is 160. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab an Ultra Ball. I don't know if this is the correct play or not. This is definitely gonna be kind of weird here. We're gonna Ultra Ball first, then our deck down. We're gonna grab a Tapu Lele and a Lampent. The Shaymin's in here, so that's something good. We could grab a Marshadow. Does Marshadow guarantee us the win right now? No, it doesn't. So I'm gonna grab the Shaymin, put down the Oranguru, Trainers Mail, look at top cards of our deck. We will grab a Compressor. This is not going the way I want it to right now. We'll Compressor, discarding the Tauros, Field Blower, and the Ghetsis. Can I play this hand differently? We actually have a Puzzle Time prized right now, so I'm definitely going to use Puzzle Time to rearrange top couple cards of our deck, trying to hit a Float Stone and a Marshadow. If we do this, I think we have enough for a knockout. So discarding those 3. Let's see how many's in our discard pile. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8, 9. Okay, so we have plenty. Okay, so right now I'm going to puzzle. Rearrange top 3 cards of our deck. Trainers Mail, DC. Okay, I'm hoping with this combination we should for sure have the game. So a Shaymin for a bunch. Okay. We whiff it here. It'd be really funny. Alright, so we don't have the game just yet. We actually, yes. Yeah, we do. So we get VS Seeker for Teammates, and that will guarantee the 2 card we need. So yeah, we'll VS Seeker for Teammates. Play the Teammates. I don't know if we had this earlier. Now it's just blind or something. We got Float Stone and the Marshadow, and we'll take a knockout. So there we go. Marshadow coming in clutch. It looks like we did prize a Pumpkaboo, and what is it? A puzzle. So there we go. We will Night March for 200. I think, yeah, maybe 220. Taking a knockout with Pumpkaboo and a puzzle. Coming in our hand. And there we go. So there we go, guys. That was a little rough matchup. With the Golbat, like, putting a bunch of damage everywhere. But still, Night March just showing how strong of a deck it is. And there we go, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this edition of Saturday Tournaments, whatever. Just playing 3 games with the #1 deck, which won last weekend, which was the Night March Marshadow deck. Like I said, if you want more explanation about this deck, make sure you check out the video down below to the Team ARG page, where you can see Michael Pramwatt, who won 4A regionals, was the biggest regionals ever, and Michael Pramwatt winning his 6th regionals, putting him as the #1 guy to, I guess, the #1 overall guy. First guy to win 6 regionals, I guess the correct thing to say. It'd be interesting to see if Pokemon does anything about Night March, because everybody thought like Night March was gone because of Trevenant and stuff like that, but it's showing, hey, I'm still not gone, I'm still here, and I'm here to take down everybody, and that's what Night March did this past weekend. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. It'll be a fantastic Saturday. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully in a YouTuber battle video, if I can get that all arranged around. Hit that subscribe button. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye.
Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.